Welcome back. This video is on building living structures. A hut made out of living willow which will grow every year. I have catkins which are great for pollinators such as bees, to being in full leaf in the spring. It never rot or decay like conventional structures. It creates a great centrepiece, a folly for the field and a place to shelter from the wind. Over the last couple of years I planted a lot of osier willows in the wetter areas of the field. Willows grow very quickly and can be easily propagated from cuttings. I am coppicing this willow, cutting it back close to the base. The tree can easily survive being coppiced and will grow many new shoots in later years. This can be seen on this willow which was coppiced last year. Coppicing can extend the life of a tree. There are some trees in Britain which have been coppiced for over 1,000 years. I like to sterilise the secateurs with isopropyl alcohol between cutting trees to reduce the risk of infection. However, willow's pretty hardy, so it's probably a bit overkill. An alternative technique to coppicing is to pollard the tree. This is to cut the tree at a higher level above the ground. I'm pollarding some of the trees to see if it is easier than having to bend down each year to prune it. Traditionally it was done in hedges or would be done on trees and locations where sheep or cattle graze, to stop them eating the fresh shoots that would become your wood fuel supply or your building material. Clipping off the side shoots to create long canes. Clearing the ground in preparation to build the living structure. I have chosen a damp area of the field. Willows love water, so this will make it less effort to care for during its first year when it's more fragile. There are several ways to build a willow hut. I have chosen to use large vertical poles to create the main frame, which I then interweave with smaller canes. I'm using a stick as a dibber to reduce the damage to the willow canes as I push them into the soil. I'm now placing smaller canes between my initial large ones to create a circular shape. I'm just using the canes that I've got for my cuttings, which are all different lengths. Ideally they would all be the same size. If I was running very short on willow, then I could cut them all in half and start with a smaller structure which would then grow over time. But I personally think it's more fun and easier to have a large structure straight away. I'm rubbing the willow cane to make it more supple. This will allow me to bend the cane without it kinking, killing the top. I've made an arch as an entrance to the willow hut. I'm now weaving the finished shoots between my uprights. I need to make sure all the willow sticks go into the soil, otherwise they won't be able to grow and they'll no longer be a living structure. Once I've weaved all the willow in one direction, I'll then go back in the other direction, so they are crossing over. I'm still using the dibber, this time I'm making holes at around 45 degrees. I then add the remaining willow pieces to fill in the gaps. I've tied the woven bits round with string. As it grows, I will continue to weave together all of the new shoots. As I said, willows love water. These canes will take some time to grow roots, and so I want to have little competition from surrounding weeds. Adding a good layer of mulch should help prevent weeds and will supply nutrients as the mulch rots down. Already some of the catkins have come out. I'll provide new shots of the willow structure late in the year as it starts to grow. If you have any questions, then place a comment in the chat and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll also love my videos on how to plant fruit trees and tips for how to do that correctly, or on how to scythe in rough places using a mow. How to mow in rough places using a scythe. I can talk.